Hello everyone, let's talk about the recent developments of RCH since many of you have been asking about it in the group. First, as of June 21st, the total value locked, or total net flow, of RCH has reached 22 million, and this number here, the total inflow, is equivalent to its total trading volume. You can think of total net flow as the amount of money users have locked in AAVE, while total inflow includes the money from users buying surge and the funds from market makers, which essentially represents the trading volume in the options market. This number has been increasing rapidly. For example, early yesterday morning, it was still in the 30 millions, and by this morning, it has already reached the 40 millions, maintaining a daily growth rate of 10% to 15%, which is quite remarkable. If you look at this exponential growth, you can estimate where it might be a week from now. The current token price is not very favorable, though. Yesterday, the second largest holder sold off their position, which has now made the third largest holder the new second largest. However, you'll notice that most of the top 10 holders are still buying and holding. For example, one holder is down 40% but is still buying. So, we can see that the top 20 holders are mostly at a loss, meaning the selling pressure is very low, and the volume has started to shrink in the past few days. We won't go into the details of the order book, but as you can see, due to the decline in trading volume, liquidity isn't as crazy as a few days ago. Therefore, any positive news or adjustment to the statistical data could lead to a rapid increase in price. Looking at the token structure, it is still below the green line, which we consider a cautious accumulation phase. Below this line, it is a good time for dollar cost averaging. We recommend dollar cost averaging instead of going all in, as it's not necessary. For good projects, the key is to hold, not how much you buy at the bottom. So, this is a good period for dollar cost averaging because all tokens below 1.2 are at a loss, and no one can dump on you. Any dumps will be absorbed by others or the liquidity pools. Now, let's revisit the economic model of RCH. I discussed this during the recent Chinese AMA session, so I won't repeat it all here. Let's focus on the economic model. One point to note is the fees. The fees are separate from the official liquidity pool fees. The official liquidity pool has burned around 120,000 to 130,000 RCH so far. Today's fee burn, at current prices, is around 30,000 RCH, though previous burns were at higher prices. I personally believe the first flywheel effect will occur when the total trading fee, or the amount of RCH burned, surpasses the liquidity pool burn. This means when the fee burns reach around 120,000 to 150,000, it will surpass the liquidity pool burn. When the fee deflation surpasses the liquidity pool deflation, we'll see the price stabilize for the first time. We might not call it a bottom, but it will create significant support and resistance. At this point, people will reevaluate the RCH model. Most likely, this will be an upward trend, representing TVL growth, expanded trading volume, and increased burn rates, which are exponential. Meanwhile, the liquidity pool is declining due to lower turnover. So, with a daily compound growth rate of 10% to 15%, we can expect this to happen around June 30th to July 1st. Additionally, as previously mentioned, a large batch of EARN will mature on July 5th. These holders might see the current low RCH price and decide to diversify a bit. Even buying 50,000 or 100,000 RCH could push the price up by 10%. I believe this could be the most recent trigger for a significant positive flywheel effect. Although the market might not rise dramatically, this point should mark the break-even for the RCH model. In the stock market, we often refer to a company turning losses into profits as break-even. This point is RCH's break-even. Another trigger for the positive flywheel effect will be when the number of holding addresses stabilizes and rebounds. Currently, there are around 3,400 holding addresses, which was 3,300 yesterday after intense shaking out. For example, if the number of addresses drops to 3,100 and then starts to rise daily, that could be a significant turning point. Overall, whether we look at TVL or total trading volume, the growth has exceeded our expectations. It's rare to see a project with 10% daily growth. As early holders, we shouldn't focus too much on the token price. We've seen how easily $100,000 can move the price significantly. Once larger investors and institutions notice this, it's easy for the price to return to previous levels quickly. We've also seen net buying in the past 6 hours, indicating some major reshuffling among the top 10 holders. The less committed holders need to be shaken out for the project to move forward, allowing room for larger investors. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.